Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the Influence.
Under the Influence.
This is episode 11.
Yes, it is. I'll say 11.
We in double digits now around this thing.
Yes, we are.
Of course, as usual, I'm your host, Big Cass.
And I'm that guy, PM.
We ain't got no guest this week. It's just the two of us.
Yeah, once again,
no big deal. Shout out to Doughboy.
Shout out to Doughboy and shout out to everybody listening.
Yes, sir. How you feeling this week, bro?
I'm feeling all right. Feeling pretty good, man. Like I said, me and my son got that routine down where it was taking me 20 minutes to pick him up. Now it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We work something out and we got it together.
That's always good, man. I pick up 6-7 kids every day, man. Having them routines down, boy, saves the day.
Right.
Especially I'm hopping from all these different schools, and there's so much traffic at these schools. That pickup line be so serious, bro.
Man, terrible.
Yeah, it's ugly.
What causes the slowdown though is everybody on their damn phones.
Everybody ain't paying attention. Then them goddamn kids walk like they ain't got no purpose.
Oh man.
Nigga.
Especially crossing the street at the light.
Oh, bro.
Ah, man.
I'll be ready to run over somebody's child. I hate feeling like that. But
I wonder how many points kids are worth.
Man.
Nobody ever said nothing about that back in the day. You know how?
Yeah. Everything was 50, 500 points. I don't know how much points the kids were.
Old people was like 500.
Yeah. Dogs was 250 and shit. To all our listeners, we'll let you know next episode how this works out. But we are recording this podcast visually.
Yes, we are.
With plans of going on YouTube. If it all works out properly, it'll be up on YouTube, and next pod will give you the page and and we'll put the link in the descriptions and
hell yeah,
all that good jazz. So for anybody that is interested to see Big Cass and that guy PM talk our shit, we will be coming to a YouTube page near you very soon.
Yes, we will. Be there to see you.
Be there to see you. Or we'll be there for you to see us, however it works.
However it works.
Tomato. But how you man, I'm kicking this thing off with this one, bro, because I think it's a good.
Go ahead, because I got some good ones.
I got one that. All right, let me ask you a question, bro.
All right.
Who owns the moon?
Obviously, some guy through theory who says that he owns the fucking moon.
Yeah, that guy's name is Dennis Hope. Dennis Hope owns a thing called Lunar Embassy.
Yeah.
And he has decided he owns the moon.
Yeah.
And he has been selling plots on the moon for years. He's made more than $10 million selling people land on the moon.
Has he himself been to the moon ever?
No.
Is he working on the way to get to the
moon? I
don't
think so, bro. Like, I looked into it. I had to make sure it was real. Like,
so, who did he go to in the Galactic Federation?
Nigga, nobody. He just decided he's the guy.
And said he's going to own the moon and sell plots of land on the moon. So...
Got a whole company, Lunar Embassy. You can look it up.
So... fucked up. I didn't know he was going to start like this.
Yeah. I figured I'd kick it off with some bullshit.
Nah, that ain't bullshit. He's on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, how do they trust this man to sell them plots of land on the moon?
You know what made me think about it? Even like when I stumbled across it, the first thing I thought about, wasn't it a few pods back, you or Doe brought up that Lil Uzi Vert was trying to buy a planet?
That might have been Doe.
I think Doe brought it up. And I was like, no, who the fuck is in charge of selling planets? I was like, it sounds bogus as fuck to me. And then these devices be listening. So then out of nowhere, this story pops up on my phone about this nigga Dennis Hope.
Hope he owns the moon.
In Lunar Embassy, just selling land on the moon, bro.
Fuck that. Selling no damn land on the moon.
Nigga ain't got no spaceship. He can't take me see my shit.
Exactly.
Just supposed to buy some land sight unseen.
How's he selling it?
Like you would buy any other piece of land, but it's on the moon.
Oh my god! I mean, like in acres, or what? Is it something different because it's the moon?
I didn't even. I was so flabbergasted that I didn't even read deep enough into it to see how he was selling the land. But the nigga's selling land.
Fuck yeah.
On the moon. Remember when we sat down? I was like, I need to research this to make sure this story is true. That's the story, bro.
Oh shit! Yeah, I came across that dude like a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, you know what? I don't think I want to even talk about that because that don't make no sense to me. Where does common sense come in and say that this man does not own the moon, and how are you gonna sell me plots of land on the moon?
And that's where I was going, because I'm not the guy to knock anybody's hustle.
No.
But you can only sell what people are going to buy.
They want the moon.
So the motherfuckers that are purchasing land on the moon, y'all a special type of, from a nigga with no stake.
I bet it's a bunch of simps.
I ain't no doubt about it.
Trying to, what was we singing earlier? To the moon and the stars in the sky.
I'll be there.
They trying to buy all that shit. So they come across this nigga like, hey,
bro,
bitch, guess what? I could buy you some land on the moon.
And the thing,
and they go and do it.
The thing is, bro, like I just was saying, you can sell anything, but it's up to motherfuckers to buy it. So to the motherfuckers that's purchasing this shit, and y'all a special type of special, man.
Simps.
Shout out to him for getting over on y'all, but
oh shit. Speaking of getting over,
to the tune of over $10 million.
Ooh. Hey, yeah, that's a lot of
$10 million.
That's a good get over. I'm proud of him. I'm not proud of the people that bought into this.
I'm gonna start selling motherfuckers acres of land in the ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
Because you own it.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's right.
Fuck it.
You gotta walk in there with confidence.
Yeah, it's my shit. Y'all need to buy some of this shit from me. You wait and see. You wait and see podcast land and YouTube land or whoever else is paying attention. When this whole background gets all different, it nigga just got jewelry and gold dripping and we recording this shit in gold thrones. It's because my real estate ocean business has kicked the fuck off. It's gonna be real.
What are we, the Count of Monte Cristo?
It's gonna be real.
We found the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy all this land.
All this land.
Fuck all you, Jim Irsay. I'll buy you a Bugatti.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy all this motherfucker. Boy, these motherfuckers is crazy.
Like I said, speaking of crazy and getting over, man. So we can't get past this shit in the news, bro. Did you see the Afghanis falling from planes?
Trying to get on the plane and shit?
Trying to escape the Taliban?
Yeah.
And then fuck their president. Did you see that shit?
No.
This nigga got his own, I guess it was his own helicopter.
Oh shit.
Came, picked him up, I want to say from the house, but maybe it was the little embassy, whatever they stay in. Picked him up, took him out the country. And then these motherfuckers is trying to hop on, the other day was trying to hop on like U.S. aircraft.
Yeah.
And you can see them on the bottom of the landing gear.
Like falling off.
No, trying to hold on while they were on the ground. And then they showed a picture. Now, I don't think they meant to show this shit, but it got shown. The plane was in the air, and you can just see something just
fall.
Yeah, and what made you know it was something falling, because everybody looked at it.
So, oh.
Yeah, everybody in the video looked at it, and it was just like,
And it was a nigga.
It might have been, but whoever it was, they fell. They fell hard.
It was an Afghan nigga.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I can't imagine that, man. Like, what kind of Bloods or Crips or the Taliban?
Them niggas is demons.
To where you don't want to join them? You just rather die?
Them niggas is demons, bro. I watched a video earlier, and it was from a few years back, and it was American soldiers over there trying to train Afghan
military and shit.
military to be able to fight against the Taliban. And them niggas was hard. Like they was terrible.
Oh.
Like the U.S. soldiers was like, bro, he was like, it's like being in charge of 62 children. Like his little thing that he was, and they were just, it was bad. The video was like, it was like literally like watching like a spoof, bro. It was like watching like something you see on Mad TV. One of the dude was like, man, if they drug tested in the Afghan army, we probably lose 85% of the soldiers over here. He's like, they all high. He's like, look at him. Dude just over there hiding the motherfucker. He like, such. What are you supposed to be doing? Like, it was bad. Damn. It didn't seem like they had no real desire to fight, but the Taliban and them is monsters.
Right.
All they want to do is fight. So,
yeah, I mean, I ain't saying how scared you should be of them. I'm just saying, what type of motherfuckers are you?
Yeah.
You know, are they even the same race?
Or I don't know. I think they are.
Okay. It seems like they want to preserve their own country and help the people, but that doesn't make sense to me.
No,
sometimes, you know, they spin the narrative and shit, but if you seen how many motherfuckers was running and trying to get on these planes, man, that shit was crazy. You know?
Taliban, I don't know exactly what they want, but I know they want everybody to be with them. If you ain't with them, you against them.
That's why you better turn coat fast. And then country then got let out with all the U.S. soldiers. That's all that was keeping y'all.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's just like the little dog and the big dog, and the little dog's yapping away at everything else because the big dog is with him.
Yep.
And the big dog is not around, and he gets his ass whooped.
And then we have fought for like all the shit that the Taliban got, all their weaponry and shit.
Yeah.
Because we just leave stuff over there.
Exactly.
We don't bring nothing back. These niggas got tanks and rooms of weaponry and all types of shit. Cause we just leave it over there.
What movie was that? They went over there to the Middle East.
War Dogs?
War Dogs, yeah. That Jonah Hill and somebody else. I said somebody else. I can't remember who the dude was.
Really good movie.
Yeah, it was a real good movie.
Wasn't it Travolta? No, not Travolta. It wasn't Nicolas Cage either. Yep. Research time.
I want to know who the dude was. He looked familiar. I can't think of it. I know it wasn't that dude, James Franco. I know it wasn't him. We'll find it here in a second.
Miles Teller?
I believe so.
Yeah. Miles Teller.
He was David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, good movie.
Yeah, real good movie. Front to the end, man. Jonah Hill, he does some good movies, man.
Nah, yeah, Jonah Hill's fire.
Yeah. Even when he was a co-host, like
yeah, the sidekick.
Yeah, what's that? Wolf of Wall Street.
That movie's so fire.
Excellent movie, man.
That movie's so fire.
It had some good motherfuckers in it, but that was excellent.
Yeah, with him and Leonardo.
Yes.
That's a fire movie. And he played the hell out that character. He did a good job,
Don't
bro.
answer the phone, man.
He did a good job, bro. I'm definitely with him. I'm definitely with dude. Hey, just a random side note, man. Anybody R&B fans out in the world like me, man, Silk Sonic has finally confirmed their album's coming out January 2022.
Okay.
Top of the year. I've been patiently awaiting that album. I'm an R&B guy, nigga.
Shit. R&B changed up for me a little bit.
That's why I like them. They're taking it back.
They're taking it back. You know.
That's why I like them.
Shit, both on men and women's side. Well, I don't know.
Man, I don't even have a female R&B artist that I'm a fan of right now, for real. Like everybody tell me to get on. I don't like Summer Walker. I don't like. I don't even know their names, bro. Like
I like a song that they do.
Yeah.
But I won't sit back and listen to their whole album.
Like I fuck with Janae Aiko a little bit.
You fuck with Caliucas?
Who the hell is that?
Oh, you never heard of her? She's pretty cold. Caliucas. And, this other chick name, she got a weird name. Green Tea Ping?
Huh.
Or Green Tea Pins or something like that.
I don't know.
Well, I know you won't fuck with her. I ain't gonna go there.
A lot of them motherfuckers don't be knowing their name because I had my shit on shuffle because I'm not in tune with like a lot of who these newer R&B artists are.
Mm-hmm.
But I know like I don't have a favorite one. Like, you know, I used to be able to like, I'm a fan of so and so, and when they drop an album, you be like, I'm gonna go get that. Nigga, I don't even have a female R&B artist that I like right now.
I never had an R&B group that I bought their album. Only person I bought was that Genuine 100%.
Yeah, you know I'm an R&B superstar over here in my heart. So I know all the R&B. I be having albums, nigga. The LSG back in the day, the LSGs and the Boys to Men's and the Silks and.
You know, it's funny. I was a No Limit head.
I had every No Limit CD ever, bro. When I said every No Limit CD ever made, every single one ever made.
I was on my way there, then I gave up. But I never got my dude, Moby Dick.
Of course I had Moby Dick.
I didn't get that out.
Of course I had it.
I didn't get that. I got that Mercedes though.
Yep, bro. When I say literally every CD.
I know what you mean.
And the ones that I couldn't find here, like the real early ones, like 99 Ways to Die, and like the first True album, and you know, I used to go back and forth to California all the time back then.
Right.
It was a record store in California, like Hercules or something like that. It was a big ass record store in San Leandro. Everything I couldn't ever find down here, I found it. The Skullduggery albums,
Oh shit.
yeah, bro. The first Cain and Abel, the Skullduggery albums, the fucking the West Coast Bad Boys, the Down South Fox, nigga, all the shit I couldn't find in Indianapolis, and I found out there, and I bought all that shit. And then I used to go to, you remember Rockin' Billy's?
Yeah.
You know, albums back then, albums came out every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Albums came out, new albums were released Tuesday.
Yeah.
Rockin' Billy's would put that shit out Saturday. It would just be behind the counter. It wouldn't be out.
It wouldn't be out in the thing. That's how on 10th and Arlington there was a store called Barry's. Barry's would put that shit out on Friday. So if you knew it was coming out on that Tuesday, you go in there on that Friday before, and you have it.
Rockin' Billy's did Friday too. I'm tripping.
Okay. Because
my pops just used to take me on Saturday.
Understood. Because that was the best thing. But I remember being in high school. This is before the internet had streaming music and everything like that. We had to wait for music and wait for it to come on the radio and shit like that. So I remember being in school and waiting to get, what was it, ghetto dope.
Yep.
And motherfuckers was coming to school talking about they got it and they had it. I'm like, what the hell?
How the fuck you got it?
Yeah, it ain't Tuesday yet. It's Monday.
So you found out about the...
Yeah, then they was like, oh man, you gotta go to Barry's. Or, you know what I'm saying? Certain little record shops that put them out like that. Yeah,
Rockin' Billy's was my thing. My pops used to pick me up, you know, weekend shit.
Right.
He picked me up, and my pops was a fan of rap music.
Okay.
So he would shoot me to Rockin' Billy's. I'd buy whatever new No Limit City was coming out.
Right.
Then one or two other CDs. Like I had a 3 CD max with Pops on a Saturday.
Right.
And we would ride, and you know what I'm saying, in the car and listen to them. And then we, you know, just listen to him while we was doing our normal runarounds.
Right.
And then when we got back to his house, if that motherfucker was jamming, my job was to go in the house and make him and dub the CD onto a tape for him, so he could have it in his car. Because his truck had a CD player and a tape player. And if that motherfucker was jamming, he'd be like, hey, I need a copy of that. I'd be like, yep, no worries, nigga. I go right in the house, put the CD in, the blank tape, write the track list down on the tape for him, record that movie. Yeah. Yeah, that was the days, man. It was good times.
Yeah, I used to do that shit.
He used to crack me up, though, because we'd be riding and listen to some shit. And we pull up to the house, and I look at him, he'd be like, nah, not that one. I'm like, all right. that ain't the one for me, son.
I can see that. See, I had it bad. Like every Friday in high school, since I was going to Catholic school, I had to wear uniforms and shit. So I didn't give a fuck about getting new outfits and shoes and shit. I barely, you know what I'm saying, use that shit. I would just go and get CDs. You know what I mean? We either go to Best Buy or we go to Barry's once I found out about Barry's and shit. So, yeah, that was the shit back then. I mean, like every week I have at least 2, 3 more CDs in my collection and shit.
I had a mean CD that one year, like when I was young, But I've always been in like music. Now it's the car audio, but before I had cars,
Right.
nigga, shout out to my parents for allowing me to put that type of stereo setup in my bedroom.
Oh shit.
Bro, I had 4 12s and 2 15s in my bedroom. I had mids and highs. I had I was all into the stereo shit, so like birthdays and Christmas and shit, I wouldn't ask for, like you said, shoes and shit like that. Like I'd probably get some of that shit too. But I was on this mission to make this matching Kenwood stereo.
I got you.
And at the time, my stepfather, he had the jewelry store, and we had accounts with all the pawn shops around here.
Gotcha.
Where we would, people would take their jewelry into the pawn shop to get it repaired, or they would take in broken jewelry and need to get it repaired. So we had accounts with the pawn shops, and we would 2 times a week we would do pickups and drop-offs. We'd pick it up, take it to the shop, fix everything, drop it back off. Well, we had all the pawn shops in the city on alert for any of this Kenwood equipment I wanted.
Okay.
So when they would get it, they'd hit like, hey, that Kenwood, we got a Kenwood EQ in here.
Oh,
Bad, nigga. I had the Kenwood tuner, the Kenwood 100 disc CD player, the Kenwood, the dual tape deck with the then EQs that went on all that shit, bro. It was insane. I have no clue why my parents let me listen to that shit. I had 4 Kenwood 12s, 2 Kenwood 15s. Then me too. They just closed that motherfucker down. The big stereo spot out like Noblesville.
Fries?
Yeah.
Fries?
It's still open, right?
Nah, that's the big one is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He took me out there and bought these Bose directional speakers.
Yeah.
They were 6.5. Nigga, he bought me 6 of them motherfuckers, bro.
Damn.
And I had them all over the room. Man, that room was so loud, bro. It made no sense. I don't know why my parents let me do that. I appreciate it though. I have no clue what. If my son came here and said he wanted to put something like that in this room right now, nigga, no.
You had the party started.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers calling you to bring the equipment and shit.
Bro, we used to, like when my mom and them wasn't here,
Yeah.
we used to open up my bedroom windows and I turn on everything and the whole neighborhood just be out there rocking. The whole house, blah, blah. I got broke shit in the house and that shit was crazy. Shout out to my mama for letting me put that system together. I know she been listening. Shout out to you, mama. Yeah, that was dope. Since we speaking about music, shout out to Puff.
Puff Daddy's bringing it back in the news again.
Shout out to Puff, but no, it's not his shout out. Shout out for what he did, but
Okay.
Shine, the rapper.
Nah, I just listened to his song today. That's funny you should bring it up.
Did you?
Yeah, it came up on my playlist. I listened to some Terror Squad, and it went over to Shine. I was like, damn, what happened to that nigga?
Shine just made his first. Well, he did his time.
Yeah.
And then they deported him when he got out to Belize.
Oh shit.
And now he has become a government official over in Belize.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's some dope ass shit.
So that's why I said shout out to Puff, because Shine just came back to the United States for the first time since his release from prison.
Right.
Because he's a diplomat. He's here to talk to Congress about relations between the United States government and Belize. So he's here on a diplomatic visa, and they said a lot of it is due to Puff's nonstop
interactions
and vouching for him and things of that nature.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy's really turning this shit around.
Nigga, he changed his name to Love, and he means it, bro.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
He changed his name to Love, and he means that shit.
He admitted his faults and flaws, and now he's doing things about it.
But as a man, that's what he's supposed to do.
Hell yeah.
Everybody want to judge you off of what you did, but as long as I'm still alive and functioning,
yeah,
I can. As long as ain't nobody died, man, I can rewrite some of this shit. Just give me a chance.
That's true.
Now, if you don't want to rewrite all of some of the terrible shit you did, then fuck you and you's an asshole. But But if you did some terrible shit, and like I said, if nobody died, but you just did some bad business and things of that nature, and a lot of that bad business, from what I understand, he's going back to try and recorrect that, and moving forward, we talked about that last pod with the 50-50 ventures, and so yeah. So shout out to Shine.
Yeah, big shout out to Shine.
Shout out to Puff. Yeah, man. He's and shout out to Doughboy for sending me that story, because when he can't come and help host, he likes to send things to the grapevine.
At least he pays it for.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, he trying to. Yeah, he serves as on the Belizean House of Representatives and the leader of the opposition party.
Damn.
And he's here to talk to Congress about relations between Belize and America. He'd be able to go back and forth. Yeah, and they just dropped like a YouTube video of him. He's meeting with U.S. senators and congressmen across the country to establish. So he's going to be on tour in America talking to congressmen and senators.
He's on some big shit.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Shine.
Big shout out to that shit.
Yeah, man. So good job.
Hell yeah, man.
Good job, Puffy. Brother Love,
Brotherly love,
as he's so affectionately called nowadays.
Hey, I got this one, man, because it's another one about falling down, man.
Okay.
So it was this 32-year-old man. He was killed after plunging 60 feet to the ground from a theme park ride in Utah. This happened Saturday at Lagoon Amusement Park in Farmington, Utah.
Oof.
It's called the Sky Ride. Basically what it is a ski lift.
Okay.
Have you ever been to an amusement park where something like that takes you from one end of the park to the other?
No.
All right, so
but I've seen it like on TV.
Okay, I've been to a couple, and it's pretty cool because depending on where it takes you, the scene.
Yeah, you get to see the whole.
Take pictures and all that shit. So that's what was happening, man. So a lady was taking pictures. Her name was Lucy Astelia. So she caught the shit on camera, and while she was looking at the scenery, she saw that there was a single guy on the ride, right? He was passing in the opposite direction, but he was outside of the cable car.
What the fuck?
Facing backwards, hanging by his fingertips to the safety bar.
What?
Right.
Okay.
So, a normal motherfucker would be like, well, how come this motherfucker ain't asking for help?
Yeah.
And that's what she was thinking. She thought the motherfucker was a stunt man for the amusement park or something.
Okay.
Until she noticed, wasn't no cables, wasn't no safety. But she was like, this motherfucker's extra calm.
Okay.
For somebody just dangling off a ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when she gets to the end of the ride, she tells the operator.
She's like, hey, some motherfucker.
Yeah, And then when she gets done telling them, they both hear screams. And then all of a sudden they see people crowding around. This motherfucker didn't fail. You know what I'm saying? He died, let's see, that happened Saturday. He died on this past Monday of his injuries and shit.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
he was hospitalized.
Yeah, he was hospitalized.
And then he died.
I think they just did that to get the money up out of him a little bit before he went. You know what I'm saying? The last little gesture of life. You come and got to get you when you go.
Yeah, you know they do.
But yeah, man, I'm like, who the fuck would just hang on? But not only her seeing him, didn't nobody else see this shit? Because they going over, the picture that they showed him hanging. They didn't show the full video.
Yeah.
But they just showed him hanging. And I'm like, this motherfucker's really outside the motherfucking thing.
How did it even happen?
Nobody knows. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to shut down the attraction.
Yeah.
And say it was a malfunction. But the lady was like, how the fuck was it a malfunction when there was nothing wrong with his car?
Yeah, he was just outside the motherfucker.
Yeah. So either he climbed out to do this bullshit. He probably couldn't buy that piece of the moon. So that's
he should have came to me, man. I'd have sold him a piece of the ocean, man. 3-4 acres at the bottom of the Atlantic.
He was like, she's never gonna forgive me. She's gonna run off with Jack.
God damn.
But yeah, man, that's some sad shit. But you know.
I wonder, did anybody get a hold of his phone? I hope he didn't do that shit trying to take no selfie.
I hope not either. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because she said he was just hanging on with his hands on the safety bar. Like, he was dangling. My dude was dangling. I guess he just couldn't hang. You know, at some point they come into the little poles that you have to go over and shit. So it might have jerked his ass off when he went
That
up and down.
motherfucker, yeah, pause. That was pause worthy, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
didn't even think about it.
That was pause worthy. Said the motherfucker might have gave him a hand job with it.
I wasn't even thinking about it. I sure opened that door.
Oh man, man, I saw a story, threw me off. You know, I just want to share with you and all the listeners.
All right.
It's this lady married. There it is. An Ohio woman married a man convicted of murdering her brother.
Her brother?
Yeah.
You tell me it was like a half brother.
Crystal Strauss got hitched to John Tygen, who's 57, who earlier this month was released on bond awaiting a retrial for murdering Brian McGee, 18, in April of 1989. He was convicted in 89 of murdering Crystal's brother.
Okay.
And
how old is she?
She's his age, in her 50s. This happened in 89. He's been in jail the whole time for being convicted of murdering her brother.
Right.
It said in the story that he reached out to her on one of those,
Little dating apps or something?
No. You know, like they ask forgiveness and.
Oh, okay.
One of them. And they like sparked a relationship.
Okay.
And it seems like Buddy has been maintaining his innocence through the whole thing.
Right.
And he's out now on bond, awaiting a new trial because he got his original conviction overturned.
Okay.
But not overturned enough to where they're not willing to still prosecute. So they're going to take him back and do another trial with the new evidence and da-da-da-da-da.
Damn.
And she just got married to Buddy. Now, if he really didn't do it, okay.
Yeah, that's fine, but...
If he did, what the fuck?
I don't know what to say about that one. I mean... Out of all the people in the world, the motherfucker that potentially murdered or killed your brother, yeah, I'm not feeling that one.
Bro, me either.
I'm not feeling that one.
You know, more power to him, but you do what you do. You like who you like. You love who you love, but...
Nah, that's true, but ain't that much love in the world.
Nah.
Shit.
Nah. So, yeah. That one.
That's right.
That one.
Let's bring it to a lighter note.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so to double back, I think this is real fucking funny.
Okay.
Because last week we talked about old girl finding the Nigerian prince.
Uh-huh.
And the question was from that, where are the African princesses?
Bingo. You did ask that question.
And I found one.
All right.
You know what I mean? Her name is Princess Sarah Culberson. She's 45. She was born in April of 1976 to an African man and a white American woman.
So she's on my life.
Yeah, it's like me.
Stall up.
So she's placed in foster care to a Jim and Judy Culberson of Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay.
She found out she was royalty at the age of 28 when she looked to find her birth parents, specifically her father.
Oh, wow.
Because at 21, she found out her mother died of cancer 10 years earlier. So she was 11, but pretty much when her mom died.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so, like I said, she was already in foster care. So, at the age of 28, she hired a private investigator for $25.
Oh, shit.
Who found her father's family in 3 hours.
Oh, shit.
So, money well spent.
Yeah, hell yeah. Best $25 ever.
So, he told her to write a letter to her family just in case maybe that's not them. You know what I mean? Well, 4 days later, she received a call from her aunt in Maryland. And while her aunt was talking to her, her uncle got on the phone and asked her, like, do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Like that.
Do you know who your daddy was? Like,
yeah, he was like, your great-grandfather was a paramount chief, and you are a princess. Her biological father is chief of the royal family of the Mende tribe out of Sierra Leone, out of Bumpé, Sierra Leone.
wow.
You know what I mean? So 6 months later, her dad, you got the meeting over there in Bumpé.
Your dad was still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they had a celebration for her for 4 days.
The long lost princess.
Yeah, her dad was apologetic because he didn't. I guess the mom had went over there to Sierra Leone on some vacation.
Did her thing.
And came back.
And so he didn't know.
Yeah.
That she had got knocked up.
Well, he knew that she was pregnant.
But
he didn't know that she.
What happened?
Yeah, with the I keep wanting to say abortion, adoption. You know what I mean? He didn't know that she was set up for adoption or whatever. And so when he, like I said, they finally celebrated for 4 days, and then not even on that, man. So Disney is in the early stages of turning her memoir, A Princess Found, into a movie.
Dope.
Yeah, man.
What's her name?
Her name is Princess Sarah Culberson.
Well, shout out to you, Princess Sarah Culberson.
Yeah, she's a pretty little thing. Like
That's
I said,
dope.
She's 45, 46 now, so, she's still pretty, though.
But that's dope.
That is, man. To find out that you royalty at the age of 28 and shit, and then she wrote her own book. And, like I said.
So she's been spending like the last 20 years knowing she's royalty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how much time she spent over in Africa? Like, if she's really been over there kicking it, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I would be.
I'd imagine she is.
Especially in Sierra Leone. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Shit, it ain't too bad over there. Well, no, actually, that's the reason why she went over there so late. They had just got out of a war.
Yeah, the diamonds and shit. The blood diamonds and war. And yeah, I remember that.
Shit, but I thought that was interesting. Like you said, we get to talking about something and then it just pops up.
Yeah, man, these phones be listening, bro.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere, too. I was like, oh.
Your phone said, oh, you need to see a African princess?
I'll show
Here,
you.
I got you.
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool, man. And then her dad to still, embrace her and accept her and shit.
Niggas, he ain't know.
Nah, he didn't know.
He didn't know what Mom Dukes had went over there and done.
And I'm telling how many other siblings she's got, too.
Yeah.
And
They be fucking.
They be finding out she's the oldest.
Yeah, 'cause they be fucking over there. Was that this pod we talked about Tim Tebow back playing football again?
No, I don't believe so.
I think it was the last pod, or the previous pod. But he got kicked out of the NFL again, so I just throw that in there. I don't know how many chances they're gonna give Tim Tebow. It don't make no sense to me, but he got waived by the Jaguars like 2 days ago. So
He got waived?
yeah, they ain't want no more to do with him. They tried him out as a tight end. He was in the league before he was a quarterback. And they tried him out as an experiment to be like a tight end, and it didn't work out either. Because my thing is, there's a lot of people that should be in the NFL.
True.
Stop giving Tim Tebow a goddamn chance, man. He don't need to be there, man. He done failed every time, man.
He's connected to somebody.
He's connected to somebody.
He was big shit when he was in the league before. What took him out of the league? Was he injured?
No, he just wasn't good.
Where'd he go? He was where?
He was in Denver.
Denver.
And then Denver had the opportunity to get Peyton Manning.
Okay.
And they kicked 10 people the fuck up out of there.
Okay.
And then they got Peyton Manning and they won the Super Bowl.
He won 2 of them motherfuckers.
I don't remember. They won. They went, but they won one.
They won one. They lost the Smoker Bowl.
Yeah. Then Tim Tebow was doing some motherfucking. He was a new anchor, TV anchor for like college football. And then the nigga decided he wanted to try and play pro again, and the motherfucker gave him a shot.
Should have heard him.
He back out there, bitch, now.
He's sitting there doing his rosary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit.
He'll be doing that.
I'm so sick of watching that shit.
On the ground.
So sick of watching that shit. But yeah, he's back out that thing, so good riddance, Tim. I hate to sound bad, but alright, I got one for all of you guys.
Alright.
It's a doozy.
Oh shit.
Donald Gorski.
That sounds familiar.
Well, Donald Gorski is the world record holder for eating Big Macs.
Huh?
Since 1972, Donald Gorski has eaten 32,340 Big Macs.
Damn.
And we know that because Donald has kept the packaging and receipts to every Big Mac he's ever eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to wash them out and then just collect them.
Bro, you gotta watch the video.
Where the fuck are they hoarding this shit?
At the crib. Like a whole room, yeah.
Maybe I need to do some weird shit to get some shit.
You gotta watch, nigga, Google Donald Gorski and watch this whole little video, because I watched the whole little story, like, yeah, right.
You said over 30,000 Big Macs?
32,340, and it increases daily, so.
Because he eats a Big Mac a day.
Well, they were saying that he used to come in twice a day, eat 2 Big Macs a day. But, now, he's retired, and they were saying that he just comes in and buys like 8 at a time, twice a week. And he takes them home and just rewarms them up. And
nah, he's not doing that.
yes, he is.
Yeah.
He took the Big Macs home, put them right in the freezer.
Ain't no physical, nothing's wrong with this guy?
Nope.
It's fucking McDonald's.
And this is what he was saying on there. He said, man, I stay active. He said, a lot of times he doesn't have the fries. He doesn't drink the pop. He eats the Big Mac. And water and this and the third. He said, and daily, I walk around the block. He said, but
get more Big Mac.
He said around the block in his neighborhood is 6 miles. He said, I walked this nigga had pictures with his grandchildren eating Big Macs, and nigga Donald motherfucking Gorski nigga wear McDonald's ties and shit.
But they hate to see him coming.
I love Donald to death. The Big Mac in his little vicinity. He
needs to be the new spokesperson since they got rid of Ronald McDonald.
He was inducted into the Guinness Book of World Records in 1999 for his amount of Big Macs he'd eaten by that time.
Wow.
They just re-inducted him this year with the new number, the 32,340.
How do we know that they all his? Because like you just said, he showed his grandkids eating Big Macs. I'm just saying. And I don't think that's a legitimate record. Man. They need to go check that.
Well, he made it a point to have the pictures when other people was eating Big Macs. So I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had them on the wall, yeah. Donald Gorski.
Fuck. I guess ain't nothing wrong with that.
And the wife was because somebody must have asked her the same question, because the wife was like, no, I take him to the doctor all the time. His cholesterol is fine. His da-da-da-da-da-da-da. She answered all those questions.
Maybe the Big Mac's the only thing safe to eat.
I don't know.
At McDonald's.
He said he had. He said he got one of them. I forget. He said the exact name for it, but basically, it's like when a motherfucker just eats the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
When like they got a fear of trying new shit.
That's understood.
Yeah.
Now I get that on that aspect. I thought he was just doing it just to be doing it.
They sound like Big Macs.
You better be careful. I had a homeboy. He ain't nothing but the double cheeseburgers, and he got bound up.
What happened?
Motherfucker was eating too many of the double
Guts got
cheeseburgers.
tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to get that good old colonic.
Oh no.
The doo-doo tube.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You gotta eat some shit with some fiber and shit in it, man.
Something.
At least the fucking Big Mac got goddamn lettuce on it and shit.
Lettuce and some type of sauce.
It's Thousand Island fucking dressing. Secret sauce
I
my
hate going
ass.
somewhere and seeing a burger that's not dressed. Don't just give me bacon and cheese and bread, maybe some ketchup, mustard. No, you need to give me lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, all that shit. If you gonna call that a real burger.
I don't want no onions, but I agree with you on everything else.
I like a well-dressed burger.
I despise onions. They smell like football locker rooms.
Shit, you don't even like the sauteed ones? They come with steak and
Nope.
mushroom.
The way I can eat onions is if they like diced up and cooked into the food to where like I don't
like White Castles.
But yeah, I mean that's just on there though. Like
Yeah. But I know what you mean though, where you really can't tell that that's an onion.
I don't want to eat a chunk of onion.
Right.
You got to cut up in little pieces and they're just in there for the flavor because they add great flavor.
Yeah, real good flavor, yeah.
But I don't want to eat no chunk of fucking onion. And I hate raw onions when they put on burgers.
Yeah, I love it.
Bro,
I
that
just hate
shit,
it if you get it by itself.
that should be on your fucking fingers. Now your fingers smell like he was finger fucking an armpit.
That's true.
His finger popping a fucking NFL player's armpit after the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I
Remind
hate
me
it.
of the bushwhackers. They used to come in looking at each other's armpits.
Yeah, that shit was so gross. And I don't know if I said it on this pod, but my biggest fear in life is being musty. It's my biggest fear. I ain't scared of dying or none of that shit, bro. Like, I've almost died. I've been shot and stabbed. I ain't scared of that shit. I've been
scared of
400
being
accidents,
musty?
been scared to death of being musty. You should see the amount of deodorant I put on in the morning.
So how do you do it in the gym then? Like if you in there moving around and
And then,
you're gonna get musty.
Abnormal amounts of deodorant. When I put on deodorant, bro, like I put this shit all the way down, like my rib cage, nigga, like my whole.
Everything white.
Hey, bro, if you stumble across anyone who has ever like lived with me, any of my exes or any of that shit, ask them about my motherfucking deodorant routines, nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, you know, like some people 2-3 swipes.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nah, I don't do the 2-3 swipes.
Man.
I get a good little coating on that motherfucker.
15 to 25 each armpit, and I go like up the arm, down the rib cage. I come into the titty, down on the back, like. Yeah, man, it's deodorant everywhere. One of my biggest fears in life is being musty.
Oh man. Yeah, that is a horrible feeling. Like if I can smell myself and I automatically think the other person or other people could smell me.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
that's
that meant me.
Yeah.
Listen, the other day I was on the phone with my first ex-wife, right? Superstar. The other day I was on the phone with my first ex-wife, and I was standing on my porch. And sometimes when I'm standing on the porch, and like I just got home from the gym, and I came home, I had like ripped my shirt off,
Right.
and I was about to get in the shower. She called about some shit, so I'm talking to her, standing on the porch, smoking a square. And sometimes I'm standing on the porch, like I hold like myself, I hold the gutter.
Right.
And I stand there, which means my arm was raised. So I'm on the phone with her, and I said, oh, I'm musty. She said, okay, bye. Because she already did. I'm about to run into this motherfucking bathroom and attack the soap, nigga. Scared to death of being musty. Biggest fear.
I remember when I was living out west, man, we was in an apartment, me and my cousin, and we had a homeboy. He had stayed over there like a couple weeks or whatever. So me and my little female friend, we had, when the world was normal, It was like probably 3:30, 4 in the morning. Ran up to Myers real quick. You know, they 24 hours and shit. We went in there, got some shit, came back. When we came back to a motherfucker getting up for work, you know what I mean, and had came out of my bathroom. But when the motherfucker walked past us, it was like the alarms and the bells and the whistles went off and shit.
Okay.
And you know how you just look at a motherfucker like, do you smell that?
So I know you smell that.
And she looked at me like, do you smell that? And we just busted out laughing and just ran in the room. Right? So she was like, oh my God, I can't take it. I gotta use the bathroom. I said, no, that motherfucker just came out.
You gotta air that motherfucker out.
She was like, fuck it, I gotta go. She went in that motherfucker, right? She came back, she was like, oh my God. She was like, how the fuck is it hot, but ain't no water in the tub? Like that. So I was just like, hey, I don't know. You know what I mean? And so my cousin had got up, and we was, because we was all laughing and shit.
Yeah, he trying to figure out what the joke is now.
Yeah. And my other homeboy, he trying to get ready for work. And so my cousin comes out, he come out like a great powerful mama rod. He got his cover over him and shit, you know what I'm saying? Looking like, what the fuck going
What's
on?
so funny?
I gotta go to school in a minute. You know what I'm saying? This nigga instantly come out, this motherfucker eyes blink. You know how a motherfucker go from sleep eyes to awake?
That motherfucker smacked him in the face.
Yeah. He went like, oh.
He's a hoof.
That nigga came back with the church incense, nigga, and was just, you know how they do in church with the incense? They wafted up and down the aisles. He was wafting it all around the apartment and shit.
Like he was burning sage.
Yeah.
He's trying to get rid of them demons.
Hell yeah.
Them armpit demons.
So, my guy, he's still walking around doing shit. My cousin was like, hey, look.
You.
Be fucking still. Stop walking that shit around.
Did the nigga not know he was hot like that?
No. And because he worked where he was working at, they deal with like chemicals and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that, and then the fact of, I don't think he had like any extra towels or wash rags at the time. Might have been laundry. You know what I'm saying?
Some got to shake.
Yeah, so
Nigga, I'd have hopped in that motherfucker and hit myself with the sock, nigga.
You know, something. You know?
I done been in somebody's house and handle spirit rags. Nigga, I hop in their shower with my sock and get this shit together and just skedaddle barefoot, bro. Like I gotta get this shit together, man. Told you, terrified of being musty. I'm a big nigga too, but terrified of being musty. Ain't nothing worse than a stinking ass big nigga, man.
Whoa.
Nobody ever forgets him.
No,
that's that big stinky nigga.
One time I was at the Village Pantry on the south side. This is long, like early 2000s. This nigga, he was already big, but then he came in hair fucked and all over the place. Shirt just looking like whatever. Had on some shorts or whatever. This nigga came in smelling like he had just either ate a pound of funky pussy or something, but that nigga stank. You know how niggas stink so bad, you be like, hey man, you can go ahead and go, man. We need to get you the fuck out of here.
Was you here the other day when my guy walked up and sat in the garage and we all had to get out of the garage?
No, but I think I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Because I left you in the garage room that one time.
I wasn't here that on that second occasion.
Okay.
No.
That's why I'm getting mixed up. Because I thought he was going to leave when I went in the house. I came back outside. I came here, got in the shower, all types of stuff. Nigga, I came back in.
Yeah, that was that night to me then, yeah.
Yeah, I came back out. He's still sitting in the garage.
Boy,
with you, looking crazy.
Only thing that was saving me was that fan. The fact that the fan was circulating that shit out the door.
Listen, bro. He came over one day and sat down in the chair right by like the front of the garage, and it just overwhelmed the entire garage. It was me, Che, Buster, everybody, man. We out in the driveway. Doughboy was still in the garage. So that nigga sat in the garage talking to Doe. I get a text on my phone and I said, fuck y'all. Hey, man, my nigga smelled like death in a handbag, bruh.
Oh, man.
That nigga smelled like 8 cans of horseshit. Fresh.
Yeah, he was horrible, man. He was the stink core. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't never want to be nowhere musty, man.
Nah.
That's the worst feeling ever.
It's all bad.
That is the worst feeling ever.
Man, we got on a tirade, but it was warranted though. It's a big deal. I told you, the biggest fear of my life. I ain't scared of shit else, bro. I ain't scared to be broke. I ain't scared to fight. I ain't scared to be stabbed, shot. Scared of that shit, man. I figure out all that shit, man. Being musty terrifies me, bro.
Like I can't even go with the naked arms, like just straight out of the shower.
Hell no, I get right out the shower.
Deodorant, I can't do that.
Yep, I get right out the shower and put on deodorant.
Yeah.
And sometimes they be fucking up my stuff in my bed because I get right out the shower, deodorant on, and get in the bed.
Right.
And like do some shit and get the shit on the cover and the deodorant. But whatever, I'd rather have deodorant on the cover than must.
That's true.
Yeah,
but shit,
Egyptian musk.
I got That used to be my favorite smell too.
Man.
Egyptian musk, that was my shit. It's a little powder and cylinder. Yeah. That shit. What you got over there, brother?
I don't even know. No, Lil Wayne. It's solid on him, dude. I don't know if you know the story about Lil Wayne when he got shot.
Shit, I don't remember.
He shot himself when he was a kid.
Okay.
Lil Wayne would have died when he was 9 years old or some shit. He shot himself with a gun in his chest.
You said the cop helped him?
The cop saved him.
Okay.
And they was interviewing the cop about some shit the other day, and the cop said that for the last 20 some odd years, Wayne had just been trying to give him all the money he could. And the cop's like, nah, I don't need it, man. He's like, man, if you never need anything, but I'll give you anything you need, my nigga.
Shit, that's what's up.
I'm in debt, man. And the cop's straight. So the cop like, nah, man, I appreciate it.
Shit. I take some.
I took a couple of them M's. I said, you know what, man? Buy me a beach house or something, man. Let my retirement be all right.
Yeah. I take something. I wouldn't be greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We sit down and have a talk about something. Or if the cop has kids, hey, let's straighten out these kids. Dude.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, pass it on. You know what I mean?
That's out there. That's what I think I'd be with it too.
Hell yeah.
But shout out to dude for being a stand-up dude.
Yeah, that's some stand-up shit.
Shout out to Wayne for still appreciating.
Yeah, somebody saved his life.
Yeah. So shout out to that.
Is that what he was focused on? No, not focused on, but talking about?
With the racism shit that was taken all out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They made it seem like he was just not going to stand up for black lives or some shit.
What he was saying in that clip basically was, there's good in everybody. Like a white cop saved my life.
Exactly.
But they took that shit and took it out of context and made it sound like he was a goddamn jigaboo.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But that's what they do.
They spin shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They enjoy doing that shit too. So it's all good. It is all good. I got another little quick one. Shout out to Jermaine O'Neal.
Okay.
And Tracy McGrady.
All right. What did they do?
They started a sports agency.
Cool.
They're focusing right now. Their main focus is on. Of course, they're going to be doing all those sports. But right now, their main focus is on helping some of these college athletes who are going to be getting these endorsement deals.
I'll help them with their monies and shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's called.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's called 7-1 Sports and Entertainment Group. 7-1 Sports and Entertainment Group.
Okay.
And it's Jermaine O'Neal and.
That's both their numbers, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. 7-1.
I remember 7 because he had that club.
Yep. 7. Robert. Yep. And Tracy McGrady was 1.
I went there and that shit was cool.
The 3 levels?
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit was fire.
The one first level had the little VIP bed looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was player than a motherfucker.
One of them levels was Jamaican. It was a Jamaican club.
Yeah.
I love that look. I love that floor.
third floor. It had another floor that you go up, up there and sat down, chill.
It was that building right there next to Subway and shit.
Well, across from Jimmy John's.
Across from Jimmy John's.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was cold.
Yeah. So yeah, 7-1 Sports and Entertainment Group.
That's what's up.
They signed their first client. I can't remember the dude's name, but you watch any college basketball, anything like that?
Not really.
Okay.
If I do watch it, I just watch it on, getting to too many motherfuckers.
I know. It was he played for Gonzaga, and they made like a hell of a run last year.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
You remember the nigga on the court that had the porn stash, essentially?
No, I don't. But
Hooping. But this nigga had a porn stash, bro. Like the joint that grow over your lip. Like I can't remember the nigga name. I think his last name was Time or some shit like that.
The Pink Panther stash.
Yeah, he had the full in his head, like his hair was long. He looked like something out of a fucking 70s detective movie. But he's a kid, bro. He's a college athlete. Like, whatever.
Pro.
yeah. Something out of there. But that's their first person they signed.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so.
Shit, and they need that, especially doing them endorsements. Keep track of their money, staying focused on school and playing the game.
Yep.
Staying out of trouble, mostly. That's what the fuck they need to get them out of.
And a lot of the times, I be really feeling like, as long as the intentions are pure, it's good for former athletes to get involved and stuff like that because you understand.
Oh, yeah.
You understand that
it's way better than somebody that hasn't did it.
So yeah, it's the same way we talking about like motherfucker, the nigga that owned the company not coming down and doing the work.
Right. He just owned the company, telling motherfuckers what to do, not knowing what it takes to do it.
You ain't never been there, you ain't never did it. But like if you have, and I be mean a lot of that shit. That's why I don't be mad when like the former athletes get the sports announcer jobs and all that shit.
They should have.
Yeah, bro, y'all know this shit.
Hell yeah.
Who better to talk about that the motherfucker played 10, 12 years? And even if you only played 3-4 seasons, like, if you made it 3-4 seasons as a professional, that means you got 15 years as an amateur.
Yeah.
So you know what you're talking about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so.
I don't want to hear nothing about that. I went to sports commentating school.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. You go outside and stand in the ring.
unless you're Ernie. Ernie gets the pass.
Who's Ernie? Which one?
From the one with Shaq and them, the white man.
Okay.
Yeah, Ernie gets the pass. Ernie's a great guy. And he knows his shit.
He just sits there and watch them wrestle though.
But I watched a little documentary about that.
What about it?
What is that shit called? TNT or whatever. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Sports page or some shit like that?
I don't know, bro. But that's his show. He's been doing that shit since like 89.
Okay.
It was just him. And then Kenny Anderson came on in like the mid 90s after he retired. And it was just those two. Then Chuck came eventually. Ernie been doing that shit since 89, bro.
Or that's where experience supersedes if you were a player or anything. Because he's been doing it from that. He's a pioneer in the game. And nothing to take away from that.
No, you cannot. Yeah, Ernie's dope. He had my stamp of approval when he gave the ESPN award, and he gave the award to my man that passed to his daughters. Who's the black dude, man? Used to be on ESPN. Boom, baby, and Shaka Laka Laka, and
I can't think of his name.
The black dude, man.
You see on ESPN, right?
Yeah. Brian.
Not Brian Gimble.
No. Stuart Scott.
Oh, the dude with the eye.
Yeah, Stuart Scott.
Yeah, that's him.
You know, he was fighting the fuck out of cancer.
Yeah.
And he put up a hell of a fight with cancer. And like the year after he died, Ernie won Sportscaster of the Year, like the ESPYs.
Oh.
And he came up real quick, And he came up real quick and he said, I like thank God, thank my wife, da 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 da. Now that's out the way. This ain't my award. Stu's daughters are here in the audience. I need y'all to come up here. I need y'all to get this award for your father because this is his award.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and they came up and did a little. It was Stuart's guys. Both his daughters were there.
That's a stand up motherfucker.
Yeah, I fuck with Ernie. Ernie's solid.
That's pretty damn cool.
Ernie's solid. Ernie's solid as hell.
I like Stuart Scott over who's the nigga look like Ludacris?
That damn dumbass man's name.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. I used to like Stephen A. Smith. He just does
first.
dumber and dumber shit every year.
But that's the reason why I liked him at first, because he was doing dumb shit. And then he started getting serious and using big words and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can do without Stuart.
And then some shit that he said last year, I was just like, I'm really off of you, man. I didn't really like you that much anyway. Shit, I always thought he was Ludacris' stunt double.
That nigga look like Ludacris.
Yeah, he look like what Ludacris was Asian too.
He look like Ludacris' uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be his uncle. That slick talking ass uncle.
He definitely look like Ludacris' uncle. Oh man. You got anything else over there, PM, as far as these current events is concerned?
Nah, them are the only ones I had for the week.
You wanna try and move into?
Melanated mags are pieces of shit.
Let's get the Magnificent out the way first.
That's cool. I only got a couple.
I got one. I had two, but I rambled it off because I marked it down wrong in my notebook. Because my Jermaine O'Neal and them was gonna be in one of them.
Okay.
But I got another one.
Let's see, I got a Mr. Troy Datcher. He's just been appointed as Jay-Z's The Parent Company new chief executive officer. So this makes the first time a black CEO will be head of a major public U.S. cannabis organization. And I believe that's one of the reasons why Jay-Z moved to the West Coast, is to further in that endeavor of that business. You know what I mean? I wish I was put in a place where I could fuck with that shit.
I think we talked about it on here when I talked about his that facility he got. Yeah, that shit's serious, bro.
Yeah, so that him being the first CEO in the cannabis world, black CEO, you know what I mean? Gonna change, turn a lot of heads and change a lot of things around.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes, man.
Because they've tried to exclude us out of it.
Yeah.
They giving niggas their own strands and this, that, and the third, but they not letting niggas become.
But manufacturers?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But when you got someone who has that type of income, who can, my favorite term for that type of money is fuck you money.
Yeah, it is.
That's fuck you money. Because I can do whatever I want to, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah,
and I want to do this. And you're going to have to be okay with it because I can buy your shit.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jay.
I will buy your shit.
What's the man name who made the CEO?
Troy Datcher.
Shout out to Troy Datcher.
Yeah.
Shout out to Troy Datcher. Shout out to the marijuana, the cannabis industry. Shout out to.
Yeah. We need a Lorax in the cannabis industry.
Shout out to Jay-Z for understanding it.
The protector of the trees.
Yeah.
They motherfuckers called everything that everybody needed SNEEDs.
Yep.
The needs put together.
The SNEEDs.
SNEEDs. I'm like, what the fuck?
The needs.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So yeah, shout out to that though. Shout out to black man making other black man rich and
yeah. More successful.
Yeah, man. That's
pushing away.
Huh?
Said pushing the way forward.
Yeah.
In a steady, rapid pace.
Because we got to get away from the bullshit, bro. That gang shit and all that shit, bro. I'm so sick of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the older I get, bro, the more and more I'm like, ugh.
It's gonna be out there for a while.
Oh, I know, but
it's just the stages of life.
But it's just,
It's the trap to get you.
But this is the thing. I understand that's there, and that's always going to be there. But I just wanted to be other available opportunities.
Yeah.
To where if that's not what you want to do, if that's what you want to do, you want to go be gang, nigga, go be gang.
Right.
But there should be other options to.
And it should be respect for those people with the other options. Especially if they ain't messing with you, you messing with your turf, they just live on your block. Leave them the fuck alone. Especially if they ain't fucking with nobody.
Yep.
Being on the south side 20 years later came up to me and said, I do not know your name. I said, I know your name, Shannon.
Yeah.
She's like, you know I know who you are. I don't know everything about you, but I at least know who you are. She's like, nah, don't mess around with nobody over here.
Yep.
I go and kick it where I want to kick it. And when I come here, I want peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And if something goes wrong and I come up and ask you about something that's going wrong, you should know that I'm serious.
Yep.
Because I took the time to come up to you. You know what I mean?
And that makes sense. Like I said, I just wanted the availability to make different decisions. And we all
not be harassed about it either.
Yeah. But we all visual.
Yeah.
Which we spoke about that when I talk about like the impact of Barack Obama, not what bills he signed and shit, but the impact of little kids looking up and seeing a black man as the president.
That's true.
And when we were kids, it wasn't even, you didn't even think about it.
Shit, close to black we got with Bill Clinton.
That's what I'm saying. When we were kids, you didn't even think about it. It wasn't even like a thing. Like you didn't even. Everybody wanted to be astronauts. Shit. Nobody said they wanted to be a president because nobody saw a nigga as a president. All of my kids saw a black president.
Yeah, that's not even a thing no more. That's what it was. What you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
The first black president.
It's not a thing now. We had one. Now you can just be the president.
Yeah.
Sounds more realistic. But like with that being said, now like you're going up looking at these different businesses and shit, and it's good seeing people of color as the CEOs and things of that nature. You realize that you can do
a lot more.
Yeah.
Take it a lot farther too.
So yeah, shout out to them for that action.
Yeah.
I guess one of mine the only one that I got because I fucked up the other one. Nico Ali Walsh.
That's a strong name.
It is. He is the grandson of Muhammad Ali.
Oh.
And he made his professional boxing debut a few days ago.
How'd he do?
He knocked the nigga out in the first round.
Now this is his first professional?
He's been an amateur. This was his professional debut.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yep. So now his professional record is 1-0 with one knockout.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good way to start the game off.
Nico Ali Walsh.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he is Muhammad Ali's grandson. And that's just dope.
Do you know, well, they probably don't tell who his mom's or whatever.
That nigga, he knocked Buddy out in 2 minutes, too.
He's 21.
He's 21?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to follow him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He looks mixed? This dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's him.
Well, we all come in different shades. Right here, he looked like the, like my dude, the butcher from Gangs, New York.
It's that daughter, Rashida Ali.
Oh, okay.
That daughter. That's his mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's bright. That's
Yep.
dope as fuck.
Yeah, Rashida Ali. That's she was light bright. Yeah, matter of fact, there they go. That's Rashida Ali. That's his mama, and that's him.
Okay.
Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah. Nico Ali Walsh. So I don't know who the boy daddy is. He's clearly a white man of some sort.
Yeah. He's bright.
He's bright.
And I said, "Yeah, I got one more. I think you and I could both."
Oh, well, no damn.
What happened?
Shout out to that one too. His brother is a professional soccer player.
Oh shit! He plays the football.
Plays the football. Bigo Ali Walsh.
Bigo. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He look just like him.
Well, hold on. I don't even think he plays. I think he plays like football. Like,
Oh, American football.
yeah. For UNL. Yeah, he does. He plays for UNLV.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's him. He's a football player in college. Shout out to them.
Yeah, he's like a killer.
Don't he?
Like he's gonna blow some shit up.
Yeah.
Not to make a joke about it, but he do look like.
Yeah, he plays football, like our football.
That's him at the top.
Yeah.
That motherfucker look like
Biago.
He look like Andy Samberg.
He does. That's exactly. He doesn't need to make the serious face because there's a smiling face. And he doesn't look.
He looks just like him.
Yep.
He's like some Brooklyn Nine-Nine shit. He looks just like him.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Cause when you showed me, I'm like, that's Andy Samberg. Cash, come on, quit playing.
Nah, that's Biago. Who the fuck is their daddy?
Andy Samberg.
Is this what it looks like? Who the fuck is their daddy?
He's seen her jizzed in his pants.
Oh no. And rubbed it on her.
You seen that Lonely Island? Yeah, that's what that's for.
Well, then he looked like his damn daddy.
Shit, he look like Andy Samberg too.
That's what I said. He looked like his damn daddy. That's his daddy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the daddy. But long story short, shout out to the.
He like an asshole in the movie.
Yeah. Shout out to the Ali's, man.
Big shout out, man. Oh, but like I was saying, man, this one we could both relate to.
Okay.
Cause I got a rabbit hole to go down with this one. So, Illinois bans hair discrimination from school dress codes that had targeted black students.
Thank God.
So Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a new law last Friday that prohibits dress code policies that have historically targeted black students from wearing
Like all those
cultural
cut dreads
hairstyles.
and shit.
Right. So the law requires The law requires the state school board of education to examine school handbooks yearly to ensure there's no language that discriminates against cultural hairstyles such as locks, cornrows, braids, and afros. This was signed, like I said, last Friday on August 13th. It's known as the Jet Hawkins Law.
Okay.
So, Jet Hawkins comes from the guy named Gus Jet Hawkins. He was a black student that was only 4 years old, and he was told his braids violated the Chicago school's dress code. And so they made him take his braids out so that he could participate in school. And that's where that stemmed from. You know what I mean?
I remember about a year ago, there's a big story about that boy was a wrestler, and they wanted to. Remember that?
Yeah.
They wanted to cut his dreads or some shit to be in the wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, no.
This is years of work.
I remember when it was an NFL thing.
Yeah.
And you know, in the NFL.
Going below a helmet.
And what the NFL decided was, which was alright with me, it made sense. Because at first they were trying to tell niggas they can't have dreads. Man, fuck you. I can have whatever I want.
Right.
And what they decided was, if your hair came out of your helmet, it was considered a part of your uniform.
Okay.
So like if your hair was out of your helmet, the nigga grabbed it. They didn't grab your hair. They grabbed your uniform.
That makes sense.
And that's fine.
Right.
And then you got the niggas like Richard Sherman and all them niggas who would like put their shit in crazy ass buns and get the bigger helmets so they could wear it in the. And then like when we was growing up, remember how like Adrian James never kept his dreads longer than like 6 inches?
So they could fit in the helmet.
Yeah.
Right. Shit, even then, back in my teenage years, did you ever go to Club 2001 on Southside?
Yes.
After a while, that club started discriminating against people with braids. Talking about it was gang culture.
Yeah.
And this, that, the other. They talking. I watched dudes sit there and pick their braids out so they can go in this club. I told them motherfuckers, hell no. I'm not coming in here because I just paid $20 to get these motherfuckers put in my head. They look good. You know what I'm saying?
I remember I went to the club in Broad Ripple, and it was like dude made the dress code looking at me. And he's like, yeah, you can come here with those kind of shorts and
jean shorts
and no necklaces and da da da. And like right as he said no necklaces, a white boy walked out the club and he had a chain on.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, dude got a chain on? He said, I meant no necklaces with medallions. You can't have a medallion on your chain. Like you can't. I said, bro, if you just don't want no niggas here, you can say that, my guy. He just kind of looked at me. I said, I dig it. I walked off.
Yeah, that's the truth, man.
Yeah, I don't want to be where you don't want me. So
right.
I'm not even, like, I know people be getting up in arms about certain things like that. And this is where I think we understand it now, the value of our dollar.
Yeah.
But, like, back then we didn't. And we would try and conform to what they wanted.
Right.
Man, fuck you.
I've always been on the fuck.
We just won't come in this motherfucker and spend no money. How about that?
Yeah, it was a couple clubs back then I didn't go to just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, this shit's fucked up. We shouldn't be discriminated against our skin or how we wear our hair.
No.
Any way it goes, we are people, and this is how we express ourselves.
Especially when it's a cultural thing.
Yes, sir.
Like, it's a cultural thing. Like, I don't give a fucking... That'd be like me opening up a club tomorrow and saying, can't no motherfuckers come here if your hair blonde.
Exactly. But if you did do that, then it'd be a fucking
uproar.
You're being picky. Shut up.
I don't fuck with no motherfuckers with straight hair. They come here. That shit gang affiliated, man. Yeah. Y'all know about them niggas with straight hair, man. They be on some wild shit.
And that shit's fucked up, though, man.
Yeah.
Just to having to have lived through something like that.
Yeah.
It's, I never did it in school, but going to the club, fuck y'all. I ain't doing this bitch no more. All right, everybody, we about to move on to the weekly fecal materials of the week.
Fecal materials.
So I got a 32-year-old Donald Messi Jr. from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This ignorant motherfucker told a woman who clearly is an unnamed relative that there was a cadaver in his father's bed and there was a head in the freezer.
Okay.
So he shows her the body and then she sees the head in the freezer, immediately leaves and calls the cops. So the cops come and talk to her. They asked her what's going on. They like, look, you need to talk to him. They go to talk to Mr. Messi. Messi shows the cops the body and the frozen head. Okay. So when the cop sees the frozen head, he calls for backup. The detectives question Messi, and then Messi says he found a cadaver doll in his father's bedroom, which looked and sounded like his father. Now, first off, if it's a fucking doll, how does it sound like
your father?
Your father. Who's talking to you? There's something going wrong there, you know what I mean? So then he admitted to stabbing the doll for 2 to 3 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Then dismembered the body. So now he's being held without bail. He is under felony criminal homicide, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what it is with motherfuckers cutting people's heads off, put them in the freezer. But then you want to go and show everybody what you did, and then say, "Oh, it was a cadaver." How did you get this cadaver? Where did it come from? And why was it in your father's bed? Nah, dog, you killed your dad. And you chopped his body up and put his head in the freezer.
That's what you did.
He sounded like he was on some Walking Dead shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I got on him.
Okay.
That was my first one. That's all I got.
He's a sick puppy.
Yeah, he's a very sick individual.
All right. About as sick as this one I got.
All right.
John Donato.
Ooh.
John
Sounds
Donato.
like pizza.
Donato's is fire.
Ooh.
I love
sandwiches and salads, not the pizza.
I fuck with the pizza.
And the chicken wings.
And the chicken wings
twice
is heat
baked.
too.
Twice baked. You gotta get it twice baked.
I don't like my chicken baked hard, tough.
Oh, okay.
I like a little tender type of guy. But all right, they cheese bread is fire too.
Oh yeah, that is fire.
Jesus,
that.
I fuck with their pizza with they kept having the big ass sausage patties on that motherfucker instead of them little. All right, we off subject. Fat nigga shit.
Nothing wrong with food porn.
John Donato, 42, man, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
His wife, Tiffany Hill, won the lottery.
Ooh, how much is
$2 million.
$2 million, all right.
And they moved from Oklahoma, where they won, to somewhere in California. I can't remember the exact place.
Damn. Let's go spend all the money on one house.
No. Matter of fact, they moved to Texas.
Okay.
Bought a nice crib down there, was living, doing their thing. It was a nice crib. I watched the videos. It wasn't nothing too out of the line.
Right.
Like Tiffany was planning on living off this $2 million for the rest of her life.
Right.
Well, sources say the newfound money caused a rift between the husband and the wife.
Oh shit.
And John Donato, 42, killed his wife, Tiffany Hill, 31, and also their 1-year-old daughter, Leanne.
The daughter had to go too?
Shot Tiffany, shot his wife, Tiffany, shot his daughter, Leanne, and then turned the gun on himself. He killed himself.
Were they broke?
No. Plenty of money left. Just problems between them. Because, matter of fact, they said they had 2 more children.
Oh, okay.
And now the other 2 children are her family's care, and the rest of her lottery earnings have been put into a trust for the other 2 children.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just a fucking scumbag.
They don't have no clue as to why this man did this.
Said it's caused a rift.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't even say what it's over.
No.
It leaves you speechless. He didn't leave a note.
Said the baby survived for a little while, but then died a little bit later on. But she was only 1, so she couldn't tell.
She couldn't tell nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no Ron O'Neal going on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
So fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him all the way.
Fuck John Donato.
Damn.
Yeah.
But,
fuck that guy.
Well, I got a nasty motherfucker.
Okay.
Ethan C. Grunke. He's 27 of Kansas City, Missouri. He's a math teacher, football coach, and track and field coach at Oak Grove High in Kansas City.
What he been doing?
He's been charged with sending pornographic videos to female students and attempting to persuade one student to have sex with him.
So he fishing.
He was fishing. He was arrested in Colorado.
Yeah, they put his ass under the jail.
The investigation started back in May because he sent pics and videos to one student via social media.
This nigga sending dick pics over the gram?
And porn videos. So it might have been him jacking off or whatever. So.
Or it might have just been porn. Like maybe he was like trying to check her temperature.
Okay.
But even if he was doing that, Sick bastard.
I mean, he's 27. Hopefully these students may have been 18, but still.
Still too old.
They still in school. Let them get out of school, then get them.
Still too old.
I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
And if he's sick now, he'll just get sicker.
Hell yeah.
He'll be 50 years old sending dick pics to high schoolers.
Well, he's going to be sending dick pics through the toilet drains in prison once he goes there.
Yeah, hopefully that conviction or whatever gets him on the sex offender list,
right?
Which won't let him work at schools.
Exactly, not anymore. Yeah, he might work at the zoo. You know what I'm saying? He can give me a pretzel or some shit.
Yeah,
other than that,
being there fucking with them poor animals.
Actually, he can't even work at the zoo.
Nope, too many kids around.
Too many kids around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That reminds me of my high school gym teacher when I went to Cecina. So I met a young man who also went there when I was working at a warehouse, and he was telling me about how that gym teacher got caught up with some students, but could have got away with the case.
Okay.
But the gym teacher, once he found out that people were finding out and there was something was going to happen to him,
he wasn't admitted to some shit.
No, he went and filled his Montero with motherfucking gas canisters and went right down here. I think it was on either Sherman and Washington, where the bridge is. Went and crashed into the bridge and blew himself up.
That took a hard turn.
Yeah. And then, but get this, though.
I didn't expect that.
From what I heard, rumor has it, that a lawyer said that he could have got off because the girls were coming on to him. He wasn't asking, showing no pics or leading up to anything, any innuendos of sex. The girls found out where he lived and came to his house.
They were the aggressors.
Yeah. So he would have somehow escaped what he thought was going to be him looking like a pedophile.
My nigga said, fuck it.
Took himself out. So I read that news article. I was like, damn, I would have never thought that about him.
I just don't see suicide as an option, but I'm not here to judge.
Nah, I'm not either.
I just, I deal with everything face head on, so.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Especially when I heard it and you look back and be like, damn, I never thought.
Yeah, him?
I thought it might have been the algebra teacher who was bringing this chick in McDonald's for breakfast every fucking day.
Yeah.
And then while we was in class, he was always talking about, oh, she looks so this, that, the other.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, motherfucker, you going a little bit too far. You the teacher, bro. You can't be looking at us like that.
Jesus.
And she was a freshman. Fresh meat to him.
Sick motherfucker. Sick ass. Sick ass. You ready for my sick fuck?
Yeah.
Well, this bitch's name is Matthew Taylor.
Instantaneous bitch award.
Yeah. Top tier bitch. He, California man.
Okay.
He murdered his 2 children in Mexico because he was convinced, what's that, QAnon?
QAnon or something
QAnon.
Like that? Yeah, I don't know what their focus is.
Yeah, their whole focus is just fucking stupidity.
Okay.
He was convinced that his kids were part of the DNA conspiracy, which they had been infected with some shit that the government did, which would make them grow up to be horrible people.
Wow.
So he drove them into Mexico and shot them both to death with a spear gun.
Damn. I seen that article too.
His 2-year-old and his 10-month-old daughter.
What?
Yeah. Here's a picture of these little babies.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
With a spear gun.
With a spear gun, bro.
Damn. A million ways to die, I guess.
This is the exact quote. A California father confessed to killing his 2 children after researching QAnon conspiracy theories that led him to believe they had the DNA, which would turn them into monsters as they got older. Matthew Taylor, a 40-year-old surf instructor, has been charged with killing his 2-year-old, 10-month-old daughter. Authorities say he took them into Rosarito, Mexico, and shot them with a spear gun.
Fuck. Where was the mom?
No clue. But Matthew Taylor, you are the biggest.
You thought this was the forever purge? You took him into Mexico? That's fucked up. Huh. That's sad as a motherfucker.
Sad in a bitch. Yeah. So.
It's like, how long did they have to suffer? A spear gun?
A fucking spear gun, bro.
What did it do? Line them up together and say, don't move?
Kind of what it sounds like.
And then, like, I don't even want to think.
Yeah, I try not to, because every time I think about it, bro, I get, like, distraught.
I don't even want to know how he did it. That's fucked up.
Fucking spear gun, bro. Fucking spear gun, bro. So fuck you, Matthew Taylor.
Yeah, big fuck you to Matthew Taylor on that one.
Yeah.
Might be Jonathan Taylor Thomas's brother or some shit.
JTT. JTT.
The only reason I brought him up, I seen him in a movie the other day.
Like a recent?
Yeah, no.
Because that nigga fell off the face of the earth.
He was still in Home Improvement days. You can
Oh,
tell.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and his brothers, they was in the wild taking pictures of like deer and shit like that. The motherfucker got chased by a moose.
I know what you're talking about.
Retarded ass shit.
Hey man, he was a big deal when he was a kid.
Nah, he was a big deal. Nah, he's a weird looking motherfucker.
I bet he looked weird as shit.
Yeah, you know, you ever watched the show called the family called the Chrisleys? I can't remember the dude's name, if it's Tom Chrisley or something Chrisley.
Yes. The nigga that's down there looks. You might think he was gay.
He looks like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Okay. I know y'all hearing all these noise on these microphones because I'm getting loaded, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't think I am, you sadly mistaken. You don't know the name of this podcast.
Under the
Influence. And I'll stay under there. Listen to it.
Ain't no way for you to hear my influence.
Yeah, nah, he did his influence on a break. she went to the sky.
Hell yeah.
Kissed it to the heavens.
And blew it to the clouds.
Found a newfound love for ice. I used to take all my beverages without ice. And now me and Ice is we rocking.
That came together now.
Yeah, we a unit.
It's been about what, three episodes?
Yeah, we a unit now, man. I fuck with it.
You needed more ice last week. Nah, don't do that to me. don't do me like that.
Yeah, don't do me like that, bro.
Came back an hour later, like, you know what?
I need some more.
I think you was right.
Wow. Yeah, anything else, man?
I'm down for the day, man.
It's been a good one, man.
Hell yeah.
Well. So many ways to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
But I can only choose one.
I can only choose one.
you to say.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
That's what's up. I want to see what that sounds like.
Sound good in the headphones. Stop this recording.
I gotta see what that sounds like. Gotta save it first, though. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself with a snapper.
Did it not resonate? Or did you turn it down on that part? I think you did. Yeah, here we go.